you keep your eye out and let me know when you see Dutch Wonderland. I forget where it is.
Right there!
Where?
Right there!
Oh my goodness. There it is. Hey there, we are in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, home of Dutch Wonderland. A tiny but very cool little theme park built in 1963. She's been waiting so long to say hi to you again. Who do you got? Show her. I'm not taking a picture. Go ahead and talk to Brooke.
Here. Oh, thank you.
Who'd you bring?
Who's that? Is that?
Talk.
Is that Princess Brooke?
That's you, Princess
That's
Brooke.
me. Oh.
You just want a picture really bad, don't you? Okay.
Ready?
I'll take some pictures. There we go. Usually when you come into Dutch Wonderland, the first ride you will encounter is the train. However, that is not operating right now because of construction. They are constructing this humongous for Dutch Wonderland, roller coaster called MERLIN'S Mayhem, which is supposed to open later this summer. It's a suspended coaster, and they've drained this lake that used to have remote controlled boats in it. I would assume that's temporarily drained and building. This is humongous project for this park. It's really cool. We'll get some more shots of it from different angles. But I think right now we're gonna ride the carousel. There we are. You look terrified. Are you scared?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You are. Why are you scared?
I don't
One of the cool things they've done here that I really like is pay tribute to their history with this little memory lane section where they have some ride vehicles from the very few rides that have been taken out of the park over the years. This is a whale boat from 63 to 1967. It was in the front of the park. The ride is still there, but they replaced the vehicles with logs. But here's Wally the whale. Are you riding in a whale? And then this ride back here, Old 99, was super cool, and it is gone also, but they still have a train here. This was here from 74 to 2002, and you would ride the little train around and it would trigger different effects. A cow jumped out at you and some barrels fell on you, and that was pretty cool. And then between the whales and the logs, there were swans up front. And here's the swan boat. Now most kids just play with this like a playground and don't know that it's a little bit of amusement park history, but it's pretty cool. You're in a swan.
I love riding on swans.
Me too. And then back here is the Bon Voyage balloon chase, which opened a few years ago. It was here one season, and then they took it out. It was the slowest loading ride in all of amusement parks, and they have done something to it, so I guess it loads a little faster now. But there's that. I rode it once and got sick on it, so that's how I handle rides. They have a couple of portable fun slides over here. And in the background you see the Kingdom Coaster, which is an awesome wooden roller coaster that we'll get some shots of. This is their double splash balloon, which has two hills, a little tiny hill at first that goes over the bigger drop. And then there's a bigger drop in the back. This has been here since the 70s. And of course, now that I'm running, there's nobody coming up the hill. There we go. Nobody in this car, but, or is it a boat? It's a boat. Pretty good little thrill. Do you want to go on that?
No,
Why?
because I don't like it.
Because you don't like it. There you go. Actually, the first hill you get a little wetter than the bigger hill. And the monorail actually goes right through the roller coaster, which is kind of here in the back of the park. And then the roller coaster is also over here. There you go. And we're actually going to go through the roller coaster again a second time. I'm going to get yelled at for putting my hand out the window. That's awesome right there. Love that. And it takes you through their storage area and the backstage area, if they call it that. And then you actually come outside the park and you go through the parking lot. You're going to ride up against Route 30, the main highway. Now we get a good view of the castle from out here on the monorail. The castle is a gift shop in the entrance to the park. Like I said, the park was opened in 1963, and it was owned by the original owner. I believe his name was Earl Clark. He was a potato broker. He bought potatoes and sold them to potato chip companies. And he built this in 1963 when he saw the tourism industry in Lancaster booming. And the rest is amusement park history. And you can see we're out here on the highway, and now we're heading back into the park over the lagoon ride, which is one of the original rides. This is where the swan boats and the whales were. There's Duke! There's Duke! And over here, this roller coaster, MERLIN'S Mayhem, that they are working on. And I'm going to probably say it another 3 times, but it is absolutely incredible the size of this project compared to everything else in this park is kind of smaller and a little more simple. This is humongous. I think I read it's costing $2 million. And this is all in the land where the Turnpike ride originally was. They moved the Turnpike ride with antique cars. Wow, look at that. This must be the station, I bet. They moved the Turnpike back to the Dinosaur Island, which we'll go visit shortly. This is amazing. I'm going to guess all this construction up front must be the station. There's supposed to be a castle up front that you enter through, and also you're going to exit through a gift shop. Like a real, full-fledged mega park. And here we come back into the station. This is a classic, unique attraction here at Dutch Wonderland. Bossy the cow. She's been here forever, and you can step up to her and milk her. And you can see it's a lot of fun to milk a fake cow. And we're here on a good day because she has all 3 of her udders. Sometimes one of her udders is missing, or other times it's just laying in the bucket underneath. But today, all 3 udders are here, and that is utterly fantastic. This isn't a real, is this a real cow? It's a real fake cow? Bossy? See? And it's not real milk, it's water into an endless bucket. It's not milk?
No.
You want some? You want to drink some milk?
No. Stop it. I just put these pants on.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. This is another old-fashioned attraction that was here from the 60s and still surviving, the one-room schoolhouse, which are pretty common around these parts. The Amish still use them, and they've refurbished it quite a bit lately. And you can ring the bell. You gonna ring the bell? And then inside, they did one whole wall with chalkboard paint, and you can graffiti it up all day long, right?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'm green.
Can you write your name? Oh boy. This pretzel is probably one of the most iconic, I hate that word, photo ops in the park. And it's usually up in an area that's blocked off right now because of construction of the roller coaster. So they actually moved it down here to a new spot so everybody can get a picture. And I love that they added the date at the bottom, which is really amazing because you see so many pictures. So many people in this area have a picture of themselves as a kid with the pretzel, and then later with their kids. So that's pretty cool with put the date on there now. It'll take another 20 or 30 years for that to kick in fully, that people have their double pictures with the dates, but still very cool. And that's down here now, for those of you familiar with the park, Duke's Dozers. Duke's Dozers is probably the slowest moving attraction you'll find at any park, but it's not for the thrill seekers. This was moved from Hershey Park in the early 2000s when Hershey Park briefly owned this park. And they moved a couple rides over here. As you can see, it is exciting. The kids love it. And like the teeniest, tiniest little kids, this is the perfect first ride for any youngin' who dreams of one day bulldozing flatland. This is Panda Party, another simple flat ride, but everybody here loves it. And two strange things about Panda Party here. The pandas are circling a beehive. I'm no pandaologist, but I wasn't aware that pandas are honey-oriented bears. Aren't they more bamboo eaters? And also, I just noticed this today. The bees have their stingers on the front. Again, I'm no beeologist either, but they're traditionally on the back. But nonetheless, who doesn't enjoy a good Panda Party? The Turnpike, which is the standard antique car ride, used to be in the middle of the park, and they moved it and tripled it in size when they moved it to the back area of the park, what's known as Exploration Island. There's dinosaurs in the middle, and they just really nicely landscaped this whole island. It was kind of run down before. There's some dinosaurs over there, and a crazy driver. That's a long ride now. So, what's in this area? Are there giraffes around here? Or elephants?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs? Where?
Right there.
What? Ah! Wow! Triceratops and a little baby Triceratops. Look at the baby. This one is some kind of Maiasaura. Oh wow. Look, when I was little, there was like 10 different dinosaurs. Now there's like hundreds of them, so I don't know why they keep inventing dinosaurs. Triceratops and T-Rex and Stegosaurus, those were good enough for us back in the day. But the dino path here is really cool. The dinosaurs are all fairly small, so they're not too scary for any little guys. And the nice thing is, this is included in your admission, unlike every other park that has a dinosaur attraction. This one is not an upcharge. What happened to the sign here? What happened to the sign?
A dinosaur ate it.
A dinosaur ate it?
Yeah, come on. Let's go see some other dinosaurs.
Where's some more?
Right over there.
Look above you. Wow. This guy's my favorite because he reminds me of the beginning of the Flintstones. But that's not a brontosaurus. That's what Fred wrote, a brontosaurus at work, not a shunosaurus or whatever made up dinosaur they came up with. Nice try, science. It's a brontosaurus. It's for picking up boulders. Do you want to ride the dinosaurs? Do you want to ride one?
No.
No?
You can't.
They look so fun to ride. What about this one, this pistachiosaurus or whatever? You want to ride him?
No.
Whoa! is her first time on Huck Finn's Leaping Frog. She hasn't been tall enough in years past. And it looks like we have a winner. We're not gonna ride any coasters today, but I wanted to show you the Kingdom Coaster a little more up close. This was built by Custom Coasters Inc. in 1992. It was their first roller coaster, and they've gone on to do lots of other roller coasters across the country, across the world. And this cost $1.75 million back in 1992. It's running, but there's nobody in line for it right now. So it's running, but it's not running. And then here's their other roller coaster, the Joust, which is a off-the-shelf model, standard little dipper coaster, but it's a lot smaller than the wooden one, so it's a good first coaster. Actually throws you around quite a bit. We're back at the roller coaster construction site. I said earlier this looked like it was going to be the station, but according to the drawing on the map, this looks like it's going to be an underground tunnel that the coaster swoops through. So that'd be pretty cool. And then the station is actually going to be back up there. Whoa! Awesome! You loved it?
We don't have chocolate at the stand. Sorry.
Let's go inside the Gingerbread house. Classic. You got a bench to sit in? Uh-oh. There they go. There's little puppets. Some of them. Uh-oh. Let's see. There he goes. He's just a tad bit evil looking, isn't he? What is she doing? Making the chocolate. And now we're on the Dragon's Lair ride. And there he sits, high above us. Duke the Dragon! And he's saying hi to us! Hi, Duke! And now we are going to go back here for Dutch Wonderland's very own backside of water. Some frogs hanging out over here.
I like the girl ride. Oh, we did the water slide.
Yikes! What's over there?
Alligator.
Allie the alligator. Is she gonna eat us?
No.
No? She's not real? No? Okay, if you say so. I saw her mouth move.
It was just a robot.
It's just a robot? This Astro Liner is a relic that you do not see anywhere anymore. It used to be at carnivals and lots of other parks. And when you get inside, it shows a movie on a screen and it just rocks back and forth. It's not really synced to the movie like they have nowadays. But when I was a kid, I loved these. And I'm so excited that they still have one here at Dutch Wonderland. My daughter is not being talked into riding it today, so I guess I'll have to go without visiting my old buddy the Astro Liner. But when you're sitting inside, it's very 70s looking inside, even though this is very well maintained inside. It looks brand new, except for the fact that it looks like it's from the 70s. And you just slide from one side of the seat to the other. It's pretty cool. And then over here, they have a newer model of the same idea, and this one does sync to the movie and rocks all over the place. And there's no way I'm getting my daughter on that one again. I've gotten her on both before, but... And then in the same area as those flight simulator rides, they have these little vintage rocket ship ride. Kind of have a little themed area here. A church?
Yeah.
In the middle of a park?
Yeah.
Is it a big church?
No, the little church.
A little church. Leave the door open. And what's this out here?
A book.
A book. What book is it?
It's a plastic book.
A what?
I don't know.
The Bible?
Yeah.
Right here in the middle of an amusement park. Huh.
And then you benches so you can sit.
So you can sit. Good place to come when it's raining.
Yeah.
And I believe
There's another one.
at Christmas time we spent some time in here to stay warm because it was freezing.
If it's also raining and if it's also chilly, you can go in the schoolhouse and ride.
That's true.
Yeah.
Daughters. I farm and I carpenter without sons.
Oh, a man's daughters give blessings too. Now, sure, the weddings make expenses, but we can't be guy-sick about our children. My girls handle the horses like men do. They milk and they plant and make hay and strip tobacco as well as my...
Why, hello everyone. Welcome to story time. I'm Princess Brooke, and who might you all be?
Dubbed the Knights of Dutch Wonderland.
Oh, how terrific.
Now rise and take what you've learned today back to your kingdoms. You can go back to your seats now.
Thank you so much.
Visit number 4. Wow.
You can never have too many.
No. All right. You know how to put your hand out like a princess? There we go. Ready? All right. Sweet.
Here you are, Lemonade.
What do you say?
You're very welcome. It's very nice to see you again.
Did she know your name?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What did Princess Brooke give you?
A bookmark.
A bookmark. So when you come to story time, you get a bookmark, don't you?
Yeah.
And who's on the bookmark?
Brookie.
Princess Brooke. Sweet.
And look, they're riding the car that we
Let me see.
ride.
Hold it up. Oh yeah, they're on the car ride. We rode that, didn't we?
It kind of looks like the trucks.
Looks like a truck. It's the car ride in the back that we rode earlier by the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you this space shuttle ride, which is pretty much a pirate ship ride, a little smaller. but it's themed like a space shuttle. And it screams early 80s. I read that this was a prototype, and this is the only one in existence. It also plays a really cool, like, vintage space recording while you're on there. It's really neat. And as the monorail passes above us, we're gonna say goodbye.